We cannot keep on voting for people who can't vote for us. Power sharing means ngamina ngawena, give and take. So if they refuse, and we've done it how many years now? From 2016. Still, the DA doesn't appreciate that. So what must happen? It's done, it's finished.
Staying with the story, we're now joined on the line by the DA national spokesperson, Julius Malema, about the turn of events. A very good morning to you, Mr. Malema. Your reaction to the ending of your political partnership?
Good morning. Look, it's quite unfortunate, the conclusion that the economic freedom fighters have come to, given some of the groundbreaking progress in terms of restoring governance in both metros, in terms of accelerating the delivery. But there's context to this. In the beginning, following the results of the 2016 local government elections, the economic freedom fighters, and I speak with some edition here because I do not speak of that, but at the time they resolved that the approach they would want to take into this government is to vote on an issue basis with the Democrats. Other political parties were keen to establish a coalition government agreement with the Democratic, and those coalition agreements were bound by a set of values, amongst which was to deliver services to Africans, to fight corruption, and to work towards nation building. So we got into formal agreements with several other parties, and the way we have managed has been in consultation with them. Since the result of the 2019 national government elections, the EFF approached our party with a proposal for them to take governance. And as is required, we had to take this proposal discussed in the organization, but also in office, to elaborate on the proposal with our other coalition partners who felt that given that they've been one, it would be important that about the future municipalities take that they are facing. So given the EFF has decided to do, we are not made to be government for the sake of being in government. We will continue to work with those parties that are committed working with us, and if it so means that at the end of the government, we'll continue to do our role, an effective operation where we are not in government.
Mr. James Self, when asked about this development, said there was no way that the EFF and the DA was going to accede to the EFF's demand because there are some basic ideological differences between the two parties. Does this include what you've been alluding to, or is there a bigger question to be asked?
No, there's no bigger question to be asked. I mean, in fact, the coalition agreement was based on an issue-by-issue basis where we share common interests, and those common interests, in our view, remain. But this is a change of tactic and strategy from the initial agreement that was in place with the EFF. So it is up to the EFF to justify to South Africans why they deem it necessary now to pull up of the arrangement I had with our party, that they would vote in support of our initiatives in governance, because we do not believe that we have veered away from the initial agreement that we had with the EFF.
Do you agree that losing the EFF as an ally means the direction has to significantly change in terms of what happens in the affected municipalities? They were a significant ally for you.
There's no doubt significant enabler of our program passing budget, but we've also been able to pass budgets in metros with the EFF savings. So at the end, we will continue to stick to the values that any of the local government voted for. I alluded to it so means that in the new government, we somehow find a government will be able to continue working for the others in government, work for South Africa, those metros. It so means that they are.
It's a bit of a difficult line, but just lastly, where to for the DA now in terms of do you have a plan going forward?
Look, our plan remains to continue to consolidate the relationships we have with those coalition partners in the form of COPE, in the form of UDM in some instances, and the Freedom Front, and those parties that remain committed to making sure that the coalition government led by the DA-EFF, but also at least sometime in politics, anything is still within the realm of policy. And it may be the case that following discussions that will continue, there could be further development.
Soli Malatsi is the Democratic Alliance national spokesperson talking to us there on the outcomes of the EFF presser yesterday, and we'll continue to look at other aspects of that